It's the Memphis Sports Network, WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett Memphis, WMFS FM and HD1 Bartlett, WMFS Memphis, ESPN 790 AM and 92.9 FM ESPN.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time. Take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. And yes, my voice, this has actually been good for my voice.
You're sounding better every segment.
Yes, but when I get home, I won't be able to say a word. My wife will be talking to me, So, hey, we got a good friend of Outdoors with Larry Ray and a local guy. I'm not sure if, Darryl Worley, were you born in Memphis?
I was.
I thought,
yeah.
What hospital? You know?
Over at Methodist, yeah.
Methodist Hospital. There you go.
Methodist, yeah. My mama, it was so funny. I talk about this sometimes. She had 3 boys.
Yes, she did.
We're all about 5 years apart. And I asked Daddy one time. I said, "How do you live at Pickwick and have babies in Memphis?" And he goes, "Son, women were tough back then. They just when they felt it coming on, they said, we better get in the car and head on over there." I said, "Yeah, it's over 2 hours." And he said, "Well, they just kind of hang on to it until it's time."
Well, there you go. Darryl Worley's coming to Memphis tonight, part of the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing Extravaganza, and he'll be in concert out at the Agri Center 7:30 tonight, and this is the second day of the show. It's always a great show, and to line up Darryl to come, because I know the outdoors is important to Darryl. And Darryl, I got to say, you're a busy man. Your schedule is unbelievable. I looked at some of these places you're going to. I didn't know they were on the map, some of these places, But we appreciate you stopping off in Memphis. So what are we going to expect tonight from Darryl Worley?
Oh, man, we're just, it's always kind of exciting when you get to do a show or do what you do, do your thing close to home.
Yes,
And I've got, I'm a fan. I'm a Memphis fan. I worked out of Memphis for several years. I got family over there. So we're just going to roll up in there and do what we do. We'll play all the hit songs, and I got a ton of new music coming out this summer.
Good. All right.
Or I should say this fall. We've got a greatest hits package that's about to hit the scene. So we'll play a lot of the new songs off of that and sort of spice it up. But we do a pretty up-tempo show. We try not to put anybody to sleep. It'll be a lot of fun.
Nobody is asleep. All I want to know, are you going to do Have You Forgotten?
Yeah, I don't really I don't play much. Now, every now and then I'll do a show where that's the only song that I do, but as far as leaving song. There without doing it, we won't never do that.
No, it's an amazing song, and out of all the songs that you've done, there's so many. I could go on and on with these things, but the the outdoors and fishing and things, and you've really been true to your roots, haven't you? I mean, that's part of your
we
life.
try to hold that above everything else because I that's just my upbringing. My parents always said, boy, if you forget where you come from, we'll sure remind you. And
yeah.
and it's just been part of who I am, and I think that it has served me and my family well because I just the way I was brought up, I was raised to believe that if you're blessed, you're expected to give back as much as you can, and I think the blessings just keep flowing, and so we just keep doing what we do. I think the work that I've done at home and in our community and all the region, all of Southwest Tennessee, all of North Mississippi, North Alabama, and all over the country, it's become more and more far-reaching every year.
Yeah.
We just continue to try to give back and to bless people all over the country, and we seek out people that are in need and really
yes,
really
you do.
Down on their luck, and because I've been there. I told my mom, I remember driving home from Nashville one time in a little old Mitsubishi truck. That's back when I thought they only made stereos.
Yeah.
And I had $1.78 on me. And I remember thinking, boy, I could sure use a sandwich, but I had to put it in the gas tank. And I was thinking, how am I going to get through this next 2 weeks? And I got home that night. We played at the Harbor up there, which is Freddie T's now, right on the state line there at Peewee.
Yeah.
And we had probably the record crowd we'd ever had, and every band member made $600 that night. I just said, well, he's looking out for me.
From $1.78 to $600, that's pretty good.
Good
And
night.
a lot of folks don't realize, Darryl, that. And I didn't know that until somebody told me. You got a degree in biology and chemistry? You got to be kidding.
Oh yeah, no, I went to college for 5 years. I was going to go to med school.
You were going to go to med school. Okay.
Yeah. I did all of it. I even took the MCAT exams, the entrance for med school, and did real well. I only made one B in 5 years of college. I studied hard and took it real serious. So
if anything happens on the road, they come to you. I mean, if anybody gets sick,
I've found myself in some situations over the years, man. But I try to help people no matter how bad it is. My wife will tell you I'll dive into the middle of whatever it is if somebody needs help.
Well, I think that's a lot to do with this, and a long way from Pyburn, Tennessee.
Yeah, every mile that I get away from there, I feel it.
You do, don't you?
Yeah, I miss home. I really do. And I pray that someday, it'll be in the cards for me to get back there and just settle in, because there ain't no place like home. But we'll see what happens.
And you're still writing, aren't you? I mean, you're still.
Oh yeah, I wrote everything on this new project. It's,
you did?
Well, I co-wrote it, with my buddies.
Right.
Yeah. But it's so. This new stuff sounds so classic. It's a lot. It's different in the instrumentation, but it has a almost throwback a little bit in time sound about it, and we're just super excited. I think I've even seen young people migrate toward it because they haven't heard music like this. It's just different,
Yeah, yeah. Well, don't you think? And I couldn't go without this show. Got Darryl Worley on here talking. The great Glenn Campbell passing away this past week. Did he ever touch your career or anything? Did you?
Oh wow! You see, my mama was a huge. She had two favorites, outside of me. She loved Elvis, especially his Christian music, and then Glenn Campbell was her favorite player and singer of all times. And so my mother introduced me to Glenn Campbell.
Really?
And she told me, well, to me, he was just one of the most incredible gifts that God has ever created for all of us. Together, we shared that amazing talent, and a lot of people don't know that Glenn started off as a session player.
Yes, he did.
He was a guitar player,
Yeah.
a phenomenal guitar player, and no one at that time even knew that he really had any vocal abilities.
Yeah.
And then when they found out that he could sing like his range was
Unbelievable.
absolutely, well, it was just unheard of, anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so they signed him up, and got him started making records. And it was just an incredible story. And he was married to Tanya Tucker. Tanya's a very, very dear friend of mine, and I've been communicating with her through all this. She's pretty distraught.
Yes,
And, I just love her dearly.
Yeah.
It's one of the, and it's just the weirdest thing. I guess because Mom had so much to do with my revering him and his talents, I guess I thought, well, that he would outlive her. And here we are, I'm talking to her about his passing. It's like, what? That's weird.
Yeah.
But anyway.
81. Well, I knew that, of course, I'm from Arkansas. He's from Delight, Arkansas. He always said that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's in Pyburn, Tennessee, and Delight, Arkansas. You never know what's going to come out of there. Darryl, thank you, buddy, for being with us on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Look forward to
it's been a treat talking to you guys. Anytime y'all need me, just holler.
Yeah, we got your number now. We know where to find you. All right. We'll see you tonight out there at the Agri Center, folks. That's Darryl Worley at the Agri Center at the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing Extravaganza. Thanks, Darryl. We'll talk to you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's take a break. Come right back and close out the show with nothing but talk from Ron and Bill.
All right.
As the old soldier fades into the sunset.
You're doing well.
We'll be right back.
You can find out all